everybody, and welcome to David's Reflexology channel. We have a fabulous episode today, and it is my huge pleasure to be able to welcome Jan Williamson and her son Patrick, who is with us, and we're going to be talking about precision reflexology today. So welcome the two of you.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
So first of all, if I can, Jan, I'd like to first of all say huge congratulations. I understand, and this is the reason for the interview, that I saw towards the end of last year a post on the AOR saying you were retiring.
Yes. Yes, well, it's absolutely true.
Reflexologists aren't allowed to retire. It's never happened before, has it?
No, well, I've been talking about it for about 5 years. So finally. Oh. But I'm retiring from the teaching, but I'll still be, involved with the school as it moves on. But I just won't be doing any more teaching.
Fair enough. Well, I wish you the happiest of retirements. I know that everybody that's going to be watching is going to be wishing you the very, very same, because you are absolutely adorable. You really, really are.
Thank you.
Now, Jan, can I ask a bit of a backstory? Everybody loves a story. So there are thousands of people that know of precision reflexology, thousands of people that know what you do, but I bet there are, those people don't know your story in reflexology. So how did you discover reflexology? What drew you to it?
Well, I was, first of all, I was involved with yoga. So I was training to teach yoga and going to yoga classes myself. And then when my children were small, I was really wanting to get involved with complementary care and looking after them in the best way I could. Mm-hmm. And so I got involved with aromatherapy and massage and nutrition. And I trained with a really fantastic naturopath in Exeter called Stuart Mitchell. And while I was training with him, I said I'd quite like to know about reflexology. And I was really, really fortunate because he knew Prue Hughes. And he said, I know this great tutor, try her.
Yeah, a very important name that we're going to be discovering in a bit, isn't
it? She lived in Devon, I lived in Devon. I was in the right place at the right time. And so I went along to Prue. She and I got on really well straight away. And it was a joy to train with her.
Oh,
and
fabulous.
That was how I got into reflexology.
So was she already, because I would imagine everybody that's ever seen one of those gorgeous posters, Prue was the one that kind of, I think, discovered precision in the first.
Well, Prue's story is that she trained with Doreen Bailey.
British School of Reflexology.
Yeah, in London. She was already involved with things like polarity therapy. And when she came back to Devon, she combined what she knew from reflexology with polarity therapy. So she developed a slightly different system to work using the energy of the body. And as with polarity, she linked, instead of linking on the body, she linked on the feet.
Yes. And
when I started to train with her, she was just beginning to develop it. She'd got 3 or 4 links at that time. It resonated with me because of everything. I'd already done yoga for quite a few years by then. So I was already very aware of that sense of keeping the body in balance, working with homeostasis, yoga's all about balance, as I'm sure you know. And so that made sense to me to work with the reflexology and to strive for balance as well. So it made complete sense to me because it combined all my love of yoga with reflexology. So then she and I worked together, developing more and more links and still working with that sense of working with the energy of the body.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So it was perfect that we should meet up, really.
That's fabulous. And then I take it that when Prue stopped teaching, she then invited you to carry on?
Well, she was a great character. She was a great character and a tremendous influence, really. And I trained with her and then did as everyone does. I went off to develop my own practice, which I did for a few years. And then she invited me to start teaching with her. So we were co-tutoring courses, which we did for quite a few years.
Wonderful.
and that was great. It was great. She was such a joy to work with. And during that time, she was planning her retirement. So she was wanting to step back a bit and giving me a bit more work to do. But I never thought she'd hand on the school to me. I was just teaching with her, really. We had great fun in that time. She was always planning to write a book on precision. And she started saying, yes, she was going to write a book. And then the conversation switched a little bit. She asked me if I would write a chapter in the book. Mm-hmm. So I said, yeah, that was the thrill. I said, yes, I definitely would. And then she started to say to students when we were teaching, Jan and I are writing a book. And I thought, oh, I'm only doing one chapter. But anyway, I let that go. And then the conversation changed to, Jan's writing a book. And then she, clearly, I found myself with this massive project, you see, which she clearly didn't want to do. So then I got involved with doing all of that stuff. And at the end of it, she said she was planning retirement. She was a fantastic artist, fantastic. And she wanted to concentrate more on that. By this time, she was getting on in years as well. Right. And I was astounded when she said, well, you've written the book and you've been teaching with me. Why don't you start running the school? And it just happened like that. And I was thrilled, absolutely thrilled. It was a tremendous opportunity.
Jan, can I actually just stop you there for a moment? Because you've said something, and it is very, very true. Prue was a brilliant artist, and I've seen her work because I've got some of her foot charts. Am I allowed to show them on this channel? Can I just put them up?
Please.
I'm just going to, because they are seriously the most beautiful. Here we go. I think they should now be appeared. They're the most amazingly drawn charts. They're like nothing that anybody else has done. They are pieces of art.
Yeah.
Now, do you still have these?
Yes, I do. There's 4 of them in the set, different aspects of the feet. And yeah, I've still got some. And we do sell them quite regularly. Students love them. They are, you have to allow for a little bit of artistic license. Prue's influence was always to make things look pretty rather than
I can see
particularly accurate.
No, I mean, they are just so, I mean, the framing of these flowers. I mean, and also she's put dandelions in here, which is a weed, but they look good. They are dandelions, aren't they? Yeah, but they look like the most beautiful flower, the way that she's drawn them. It's just...
Yeah, well, that was her big thing. She loved drawing and painting flowers. And when she retired, she had an exhibition at Kew Gardens of all her pictures of flowers.
Wow.
Yeah, she loved doing all that Victorian stuff.
Oh,
so she did pictures of flowers and then she'd dissect them. So you'd got the whole kind of inside of the flower. And she loved all that. She loved it.
Gosh, that's amazing. What we will do, just so that we're going to clear this one now. Obviously, there's a website where you can get hold of these posters from still. I'm going to put the link on the YouTube channel. So it'll be just below us. And then you can just click on there and go direct if anybody likes the idea of buying these most beautiful posters. So there we go. I've done a little bit of selling for you there, haven't I?
Fantastic. Thank you, David.
Yeah, no, it's no problem at all. So I'm guessing from what you're saying that with your yoga and with other stuff that's happened over the years since you've taken over the school, Precision Reflexology has probably evolved quite a bit since Prue's day.
Yeah, it has. I mean, I was quite staggered because when I took over from Prue, I didn't really know which direction it was going to go in. So I did a full training course, which is how I've met you over the years, David. And we've done that with various different organisations over the years. And as well as that, done CPD courses. And I've been constantly amazed by how people have shown an interest in the CPD. Every year I thought, oh, that was a busy year, but probably not next year. And it's just got busier and busier. And it's been amazing. I've been incredibly fortunate because it's taken me around the world. I've gone to America, Australia, Europe, Scandinavia, all over the place.
Oh, sheer hell.
Oh, I know. Swimming with dolphins in Hawaii was quite an experience.
Oh, it must have been awful.
Terrible. It was terrible. But yeah, so that's how it's evolved really with that. But also, I've been able to bring in lots of what I knew from yoga. So I've developed it a bit further and done some advanced work where people work a lot with chakra energy and make it very specific and develop lifestyle programs based on what they found in the reflexology. So it's grown and grown, and it keeps growing, and I'm hopeful that it will keep growing in the future as well.
You know, I'm so glad you brought the chakras up, because you even do like a chakra balance along the
Yeah,
don't you?
Well, that's in the advanced course. So the great thing about precision, just to explain it very briefly, is that you link points on the feet in order to establish balance in the body, and you can find imbalances in that way. And some of the links relate to the chakras. So that's the advanced work I've worked on. So we've developed it so that I've brought in chakras, and as you say, chakra balancing and yeah, everything else from there.
Perfect.
So it's very exciting, really.
Absolutely. And also, you don't necessarily have to have the deep pressure, I believe, as well, that you sometimes.
Well, in fact, it's a requirement that you don't use deep pressure.
Aha.
If you use, because I train people who've done their original training all over the place, and everybody uses different techniques. And the great thing about precision is that it combines with whatever system people already have. They can incorporate it within their treatment. But when you do the linking, even if they do strong pressure the rest of the time, when they do the linking, they have to use a light touch in order for it to work. If you use pressure, it won't work. And that's the excitement for me, is that you can use a light touch and it's still tremendously powerful. Really, really, you don't need a powerful touch in order for the treatment to be powerful. So you use a very light touch, it's not painful, and yet it can have tremendously powerful effects.
And also, I believe you've worked with Peter McAreath, so it's good with palliative as well.
Yeah, done a lot. I mean, Peter has retired now too, but I've done a lot of work over the years at Christie's Hospital, and trained quite a few people up there, and they use it. They've got a tremendous complementary therapy unit at Christie's.
Indeed, they have, yes.
Yeah, and that's all Peter's work. He was fantastic at setting that up and running it. And the people I've trained up there use it within the hospital for obviously the people who are receiving treatment for cancer, but also for their carers as well. They have a system where the carers come in. I don't suppose they do at the moment with COVID, but normally they do. No. And so it gets used for the patients and their carers as well.
Wonderful. Now then, talking about how things evolve. So you're retiring, Jan, which means, please, can we now bring in Patrick onto the... You've been sitting there so patiently, Patrick.
Oh, it's lovely to listen to you both chatting. That's all right.
I understand the plan is, Patrick, you're going to be taking over the reins.
Yeah, in many respects, yeah. We're looking at the same way as Prue took on Mum as one of her valued students, and looking at how we can do the same with some great tutors for the school as well, because I've been very lucky to grow up around the school, but I've also seen how much much workload Mum has put into it.
Yep.
And to spread it out further across the country and further afield, it would be nice to use various very skilled tutors around. So I'll be mainly admin, liaising with the tutors and students, venues, and seeing how we can grow it from there.
Brilliant. So the plan is to take it out from the southwest rather more.
Yeah.
Have it in different venues.
Yeah, obviously, Mum's
travelled. That'd be so.
Yeah, like Mum was saying, she's travelled everywhere with it. So you know that it's there already to move it around the country. But yeah, see how we can not just grow it, but sorry, I've lost it there, David.
No, you haven't. You're absolutely fine. You're doing really, really well. So it's a case of that. One thing that you were telling me, which I thought was absolutely fabulous. You've actually grown up with all of this. You were telling me that you were even helping out at the age of 10.
Well, younger than that. So as Mum was saying, you know, when she had me and my brothers from a very young age, she wanted to get into complementary therapies, holistic health. One to maybe look after us, calm us down a little bit, but use it as a profession. So yeah, when Mum started teaching yoga, she'd be talking me through her classes and thinking, oh, if a 4-year-old can do it, then I'll be able to teach these classes fine.
Oh, and then brilliant!
And I actually met Prue, yeah, when Mum was doing her training as well, and I remember colouring in the charts, and then yeah, when Mum had her own practice, helping out there, and then when she moved to the School of Complementary Health in Exeter, doing a lot of the school work there. Very lucky also to be brought up around a lot of the great tutors there, sitting on pretty much every course and workshop that was run at the school. And through the years, I've sort of helped Mum set up different conferences and cater for the school and in different various venues. I've seen how great it is, felt the benefits myself.
Oh, indeed.
And same as Mum, I'm a yoga teacher as well, so I'd like to...
It really runs in the family, doesn't it?
Really, well, yeah, I mean, it's in the blood, that's for sure. Keeps us nice and chirpy and relaxed. But we just like to pass it around, you know, and add it.
Share the love.
Exactly that. Make it more accessible to as many people as possible, because that's what it's all about.
So if people are wanting to be able to find out what you've got coming up and all the rest, what's the best way for them to get in touch with you at the moment?
Well, maybe do you want Patrick to do that or me, David?
I don't mind.
Okay, well, I would say initially the website, probably the website, and both Patrick and I have got emails as well.
Right,
so that would be the initial point of inquiry, I think.
Okay. And I understand from the chat that we had just before the interview, you're planning, hopefully, COVID allowing, to get started on workshops again in September, I think you were saying?
Yeah, hopefully. That's the plan.
That'd be brilliant. And so I think initially, would that be down in Devon, or are you, the idea is to start spreading it out from the word go?
I think the initial one will be in Devon, because I will oversee that one initially.
Make sure he's doing it right.
No.
Well, we've got a few very nice tutors sort of ready to go, so they're going to be in on the course as well as me.
Fabulous. So you've got a whole team then. This is brilliant.
We have ready to go, yeah. Hopefully, yeah. We're sort of, as much as we can over Zooms and emails at the moment.
Yeah.
It's a lot. We're very sociable, so it's a lot nicer to do it over some food and a drink and stuff.
But, gosh, absolutely.
Zoom's a way to go at the moment.
It is. So
sorry, just the website.
Yes.
It's School of Precision Reflexology.
Lovely.
Is that if you type? Sorry, Mum. Can you just confirm exactly what that is? Sorry, just to edit that out.
It's precisionreflexology.com.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Okay. What I'll do again, I'll put a link to that on at the bottom, just underneath where this video is. So everybody watching, you'll be able to just click directly onto that as well.
Yeah.
And I understand, Patrick, that you are going to be developing some Instagram. You're going to get all social media.
Yeah, it's difficult at the moment because it's hard to get images of the courses we're running.
Absolutely.
Bits and pieces, but yeah, again, check on the website precisionreflexology.com. And there'll be links on there for the social media in the future.
Yep.
My email is patrick@precisionstudios.co.uk.
Wonderful.
And that's with a view also, as well as Precision Reflexology, looking to move the courses forward to make it a bit more of an experience. So as I say, it's so heavily linked with yoga and the links, sequences, all of that, the intuition of it all. We're trying to make it so it's you can come away for a nice weekend, get trained in precision reflexology, come away in a higher way of learning, but you've also come away and come back relaxed, full of good food and nice reflexology, yoga, good energy.
I'm booking. I'm coming.
Yeah. And I think just following on from that, I think that's what comes down to me from Prue really, is that Prue always taught courses that were enjoyable as well as a learning experience, and I've always been striving to do that as well. And that's what Patrick and I are still hoping for the future, is that people just have a good time as well as learning about the precision as well. So
I think the thing is, it's taught in the way you like to practice. So it's that informal, intuitive, relaxed, and you come away, you learn from the teaching of it, just the feeling more than anything. And that's what you come across as a practitioner. And that's what the person having the reflexology done, they'll feel the full benefit of that then.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah, and also just following on from that, the guy I mentioned earlier on, Stuart Mitchell, who was the naturopath who I did lots of training with, he always used to say, you always have to remember the most important person is the client. And I'm always really wanting to put that forward. It's like Patrick said, you want that person who comes for treatment to have had the treatment and feel better, but also to enjoy the process. So it's always trying to balance your knowledge and your expertise, but also making it a very friendly experience at the same time. So we want the teaching to reflect that as well. So that's what we're aiming for.
Yeah, that's gorgeous. Guys, this has been so lovely to hear from you. I wish you every success in the world with the future of
it's great to meet you, David.
Precision Reflexology. I've got a really, really good feeling that Precision Reflexology is going to be in good hands.
It
generation or
definitely
two,
is.
even probably. So this is so exciting. And Jan, have a wonderful retirement.
Thank you, David. Lovely to see you. Thanks for having us.
Well, that was wonderful meeting Jan and Patrick, and it's great to know that Precision Reflexology is in safe hands for the future. And I really look forward to seeing the developments that Patrick's going to be making. If you've enjoyed today's video, do please click on the thumbs up button that you'll be able to find below, and also do please click on the subscribe button as well, because then YouTube can let you know when we put up more new exciting content, which we do plan to do so. We're going to have more interviews, more reflexology news, and can't wait to bring that to you. Finally, may I wish once again Jan a very happy retirement, and I know that all of you will be wishing her that too. So it just remains for me to say, stay safe, stay well, and look forward to seeing you again soon.